Just how would you sum up that performance from you guys? Again, this is kind of the fourth straight game you guys delivered that knockout blow in the second half.
I mean, we're just trying to take it one game at a time. I think those guys played faster tonight. It took us a minute to get the transition down, but I think our defense helped us get out and transition ourselves and get some looks at the basket. But I feel like defensively, we definitely picked it up a little bit, and they felt us throughout the game.
Next up is Colin Harmon with ABC 15, followed by Cody Cunningham.
There we go. Hey, Jay, just wanted to get your take on the crowd tonight, and especially in the fourth quarter when you guys were on the bench and the waves going on and the chants and all of it.
I mean, we feel them. We appreciate those guys, and they're doing a hell of a job of making it tough to come in here and get a win against us with our crowd behind us, because we're feeding off of it, and we're going to need them the rest of the way. So it's definitely rocking inside our building each and every game, and we appreciate it. And we're definitely feeding off of it.
Next up is Cody Cunningham with Suns.com, followed by Greg Moore.
Hey, Jay, it just seemed like everyone was getting shots tonight. Just how special is it when you guys are playing so unselfishly like that, and just how much confidence do you guys have in each other when you're out there?
I mean, I just think that's it makes the task that much difficult for our opponent when everybody's rolling, everybody's involved. It just makes the task very big for our opponent to get the job done. So we have trust in each other. We work at it. We talk about it. We watch film on it, and we're trying to make everybody a threat on the court, 1 through 5. So once we play like that, it's really tough to slow us down. But we did a good job tonight, just sharing the ball early, finding the right shots, and finding good looks and making them. So we definitely believe in one another, and we feed that throughout the game to one another.
Next up is Greg Moore with the Arizona Republic, followed by Dwayne Rankin.
Thank you, Jay. Congratulations, man. Good game. It's Greg Moore, Arizona Republic. And first of all, dude, I need that shirt. Like, that shirt's dope. So I just need you to run that shirt. So. But in seriousness, man, they shoot a lot of threes, and you guys did a great job of defending the three for the first 3 quarters. And I'm wondering, did you want them to keep shooting them, or were you worried that they were going to shoot themselves back into the game? Did you worry that they were going to find a different way to find offense? I just don't know what it's like to be on the court in that moment when you're seeing them miss these shots.
Honestly, we felt like we gave them some looks that we wasn't trying to give them earlier in the game. In the first quarter, we felt like a couple transition looks they got with no contest. That's not how we want to play our defense. That's not our style of play. And we just wanted to tighten that up a little bit. We want to contest every shot. Obviously, they're very capable of making shots, making threes especially. What they have the personnel for it, but it was just a tough night for them. But we want to contest everything. I think most of their shots in the second half came contested, and I think that plays into how we want to play, make or miss. As long as we get a contested each shot, we feel like the odds are in our favor. So early in the game, we gave them a few looks. We didn't like it. We talked about it at half. We just tried to clean it up a little bit in the second half and make everything tough.
Next up is Dwayne Rankin with the Arizona Republic, followed by Jovan Buha.
Thank you. Jay, wanted to ask just about the whole idea of imposing your will as a group on Denver, and how much do you feel like that's maybe impacted the first 2 games and being on all levels, where it was running, being physical, the whole bit?
Yeah, that's just how we try to play. We're trying to impose our will early. It's a great team over there. We don't want them to get comfortable, especially offensively. Once they get comfortable offensively, it's tough to stop them. So we just want to try to make them feel us early and try to make it last for 48 minutes, the entirety of the game. So we respect those guys, and I think they're getting our best effort on that end of the court. Their offense is very high-powered. They got the MVP on their team, and we're aware of that, and we know everything runs through him. So we're just trying to make it as difficult as possible, not only for him but for others too, for Porter Jr., for Gordon. We're just trying to make it as difficult as possible for those guys because they can't score the ball. So it's a team collective effort. We're doing a good job of honing in on what we need to hone in on and trying to figure out the rest of the stuff on the fly and play hard. But there's definitely a sense of urgency on our behalf because of their offensive potency that they have over there. So kudos to those guys for us being so locked in on them that we respect them because we respect their offense and their style of play.
Next up is Jovan Buha with The Athletic, followed by David Brandt.
Hey, Jay, you've obviously played on some really good teams, some really good lineups, but what makes that starting group's chemistry so special?
I feel like we're communicating with each other. We're 10x communication where we bring it right to each other. We're trying to get the job done collectively, and I think that plays a part in us being able to just play free on both ends of the court because we're communicating with one another. And we're trying to we got the same goal. We're trying to get the best shot on offense, and defensively, we're trying to help each other. When a man goes get beat, we're trying to rotate and have all 5 guys on the string. So it's everything we're doing collectively. It's not one guy doing anything special. We're just trying to do it together, and I think that makes us much more tougher. And I think that's what you're seeing right now. You're just seeing a 5 guys on the court just collectively doing whatever it takes to get the job done on both ends of the court, and it's working out for us right now.
Next up is David Brandt with the AP, followed by Kirsten Susel.
Hey, Jay, I know physicality has always been a part of your game, but it seems like, especially the playoffs, you've kind of turned into the team's enforcer a little bit. Is that a role that you relish or that you try to do, or is that something that just kind of comes natural?
Honestly, it comes at me. Honestly, I don't seek it. Other teams just try to be physical with me, try to get me riled up. I don't know if they know. I like that style of play. I like to play. I like the trash talk. I like all of that because it definitely gets me going. And I think my team definitely feeds off of it a little bit, the energy of it. But I gotta be smart. I can't always bite the bait and keep giving money back to the league. I've given a lot of money back this whole playoff. So I got to be smart and try to protect myself and protect my money a little bit.
Next up is Kirsten Susel with 12 News.
Hey, Jay, wanted to go back to the crowd tonight. Torrey said that he had a moment during a timeout where he looked up at the Jumbotron and saw a kid take his shirt off and just sort of thought to himself, this is wild. Did you have a moment like that where you're just like, I can't believe this?
I saw the same thing. I looked up at the Jumbotron exactly the same way, and I saw the kid take his shirt off. That was pretty electric. Because I was wondering why the crowd was getting so loud. It was a timeout, and I just looked up at the Jumbotron and seeing the kid take his shirt off. But it's rocking in there each and every night. Can't even lie. It's a lot of good energy, and we're feeding off of it, and it's making us go. So we definitely appreciate it, and you definitely can feel it. I don't care if you're watching, spectating, or playing, you feel the energy in the building. And it's great to be a part of.
Next up is Cam Cox again with 12 News.
Hey, Jay, just curious, your salsa from the Lakers kind of went viral. Have you seen some of the stuff out there on social media about it, some of the shirts and all that out there with your picture on it?
I saw a little stuff, but that was last series. I was trying to move on a little bit, but definitely the fans and the interaction with them with that situation has been great. That was the last series. I felt like we got disrespected a little bit, game 3 or whatever. So I did what I had to do in the closing game, but I've moved on to Denver now. Hopefully, once we win the whole thing, I can salsa with the crowd, salsa with the fans, with some of the Phoenix fans here. Once we bring a championship home, so that's the goal.
Our last question is going to be with Leonardo Torres from Peru.
Hi, Jay. It's Leonardo Torres from Peru. Congrats on the win. Jay, what positive aspects could you take away from these 2 games, thinking about game 3 on the road?
Honestly, we're just talking to each other. Game 3 will be the hardest game of the series. We feel like, especially the most important game. These guys are going to play with a lot of energy. I'm sure Joker will get his MVP trophy in front of their crowd, so their crowd will be behind them. We just got to come in and lead on each other like we've been doing all year. Set our game plan and attack these guys no other way than we've been doing all year. So we're looking forward to it. We're going to enjoy this win tonight, but we're going to flip our switch early in the morning to game 3 and get prepared for this battle in Denver. But it's the most important game of the season.
Thanks for the time, Jay.
Thank you guys. See you soon.